the Pac-12, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Oregon's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
To throw, it's Tollefson. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Corrals it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. The give on the inside. Hard running there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just...
And he'll finish the ride in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The give on the option. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
The give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Off play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Thomason. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually, they're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Creates a little space. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some space.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Young. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backward. Can't get him to the ground. Just shedding tackles. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 20. Give him one. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Lets it fly. Finds a man by himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks have this offense rolling.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Rush is on him. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Looking for an open area to his left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, Dave.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say.
There he goes! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The run from the shotgun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on third down. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And that is incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Tollefson. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far, whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws.
Turning it on! He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Irvin. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Under fire. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. What a terrible, terrible shame. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They get to him as he throws.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He slings it deep to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. The Irish send out the punt unit.
Number 15, on supposed to.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got on the room. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Across the 25, he's got Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. He now has 80 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season. And this was just a low-man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit.
Number 14 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll return it from the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The short hands, it's Williams. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix
breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Finding an escape route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Ducks will punt this one away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a grab over the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the...
Back's going for the goal line. Just hammering it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The inside handoff. Plows through the defense. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Thompson. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. give to the running back.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Irvin. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It'll be 3rd and long.